As promised in my last video, we're in Norfolk and I'm covering the newly discovered Roman road between Caistor St Edmund and Billingford in more detail. We are starting at Caistor, or Venta Icenorum as it was known in Roman times, Civitas capital of the Iceni tribe. Leaving by the west gate after crossing the river Tas, we turn to the northwest to begin our journey, starting with a section that appears on Google Earth imagery. This leads us to one of the few sections of modern road that follows the Roman road. This is Low Road, heading through Keswick and towards a crossing of a tributary of the River Yare. Across the stream, the modern conurbation of Cringleford gets in the way, but we soon pick up the road again on the other side, where both the side ditches and the surface are visible on an aerial photograph. Aerial photographs are the main method for finding this particular road, shown in magenta, as there are limited LiDAR features, shown in dark blue. First we see the side ditches and a small amount of surface to the northeast of Little Melton, followed by some side ditches north of Little Melton. The traces are not particularly clear, and the road is probably in poor condition in this area. We finally see a length of agger on the LiDAR east of Borber Hill, followed by a single side ditch on aerial photographs. Part of the farm track leading to Algarthorpe Farm may also be on the line. As we approach where the road would be crossing the River Yare, just across the river from Marlingford, the road makes a turn to the north to cross it head on. If you've been watching my videos, you'll know that means the possibility of a roadside settlement at the river crossing. As you can see, there's a well-preserved earthwork right next to the road. Unfortunately, there's nothing on the historic environment record about this earthwork, but a Roman date is a good possibility. After the river crossing, the Roman road resumes the same alignment, just further to the north. There is first the merest hint of some side ditches, followed by a nice clear section of road surface. Next, there are a couple of faint sections on the LiDAR with nothing to back that up on aerial photographs, but they are on the right line. We then get to another river crossing, this time the River Tud. Again, there is nothing Roman on the historic environment record. The road is visible on the LiDAR as a cut in the side of the hill on the other side of the river. Moving away from the River Tud, the road surface appears as a weak mark on Google Earth imagery, and then heading for another farm track. Then finally, after the road appearing so weakly across its course so far, we have a really strong piece of evidence. Here we are in Hockering Wood, just to the north of Hockering. Here the agger of the road is very clear and undamaged, preserved from ploughing by the ancient woodland. Leaving the safety of Hockering Wood, the road makes a sudden turn, apparently as a means to cross a low valley. The ground ahead may have been boggy, so they decided to take a quick detour on dry ground. The evidence for the road is sparse once again. There is a short section on the LiDAR and aerial photographs near Elsing, but we have to go further west to really pick it up again. Fortunately, we find strong evidence of the road as it crosses Penny Spot Brook and the River Wensum. The road appears on a number of aerial photographs and as LiDAR features in the floodplains of the waterways. Between those two waterways, the side ditches are very clear, along with some possible signs of occupation. On the north side of the river, further occupation was discovered and recorded in Norfolk Historic Environment Record number 2993, which records a possible Roman bridge with timber piles and Roman pottery sherds. Now we are getting close to our destination. The road appears twice more, first showing the road surface, and then near Billingford itself the side ditches. We finally reach our destination, the Roman settlement at Billingford. The new Roman road joins an east-west Roman road as it crosses the River Wensum, and the Roman settlement lies just to the east of that crossing. The central part of the settlement has not been properly investigated, though crop marks and Roman coin finds are plentiful. To the south of the centre, excavation ahead of gravel extraction found Roman occupation around a Roman road which headed south to a crossing of the river. Timber piles from the crossing were dredged from the river in 1947 and were dendro-dated to AD 130. It's not clear what this road is heading for. It doesn't seem to be to the fort to the east, which was dated to the time of Boudicca in AD 60, when the Iceni queen famously burned a few Roman towns. So there you have it, the course of the newly discovered Roman road in detail. Apart from the fantastic section of agger in Hockering Wood, the evidence is fairly weak, which is probably why it hasn't been found already. It appears mostly on aerial photographs rather than LiDAR, so the road has been mostly ploughed away and was not much used after the Roman period. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.